Hey guys, and welcome back to Dominions 5 with me, Time and Tactics. We're now ready to set up our Pretender, and then after that we'll look at the units. No, not look at the units, but we'll look at the summons maybe that we have that we can research. But let's start with the Pretender. So in this case, well, we have different options, obviously, right? We want to have high Dominion, obviously. So in one way, it would be good to go with the Dominion 4. The high Dominion would enable us to get more income and also reduce other nations that happen to have our Dominion in their territory. But what I think I'm going to do is go for Dominion 2 Pretender, and that's this one over here, the Wadjet. 180 points, reduced by 20 for this nation. Let's take a look at it. I think the Dominion 2 Pretenders, they tend to be more involved in early expansion. We'll see if we can do that. Expanding out and taking control over a lot of land, and then go in and find those magic sites to get all those nature gems and to use them to maybe get a few of those summons in. We'll see what we can do. Now the Wadjet here is 180 points, and it has 144 hit points, which is quite a bit. So it's going to be able to fight for quite a while. Protection 15, and defense is not that high, but strength is huge. It does a lot of damage here. You can see it has Venomous Fangs of 23. That's because the Fang itself does -2, so 23 total. The length is 0, so we can't really repel anything. But if we do any kind of damage, we also do Death Poison. Armor negating 35 magical poison damage. That means they're basically dead. So every round, I would imagine, we would attack once and kill somebody. So that should be very helpful against, I guess, the neutrals at the very least, right? What else do we have here, though? Well, it's a level 1 Water Mage and level 1 Nature Mage for a total of 9 research. So 2 points of research here, 2 there, and then 5 is base, that's 9. We also have regeneration, 10%. And if you have a lot of hit points, that makes a big difference. 10% of 144 is 14, so we would gain a lot. Also, the Wadjet is amphibious. Remember the map? We're a land nation, but with this, we would be able to have this as a leader to be entering the ocean. And I know there's going to be at least 2 of those Thrones of Ascension there, right? That we know from the map. We also have Fear of 5, so they might flee the enemy. We have Poison Resistant 15, that's quite a bit. Cold-Blooded, good, so we're not going to be taking damage or get disease in our own Dominion. Wasteland Survival as well as Swamp Survival. And then a supply bonus of 10, so we can supply up to 10 of our units. And here's one more thing. We have Strength of the Spring, which means that we are more powerful during spring. We get increased hit points. Now the game's going to start in the spring, and if we get increased hit points right away, and then regeneration, that means we should be attacking pretty soon after the game starts. So we'll see about that. We'll take that now here. Okay, so now we have this set up here. We have 245 points. We're awake right now. Remember, if you're awake, some of the bless you can get will help you out more. They require you to be awake for that to take effect. And what I'm thinking about, well, let me show you here. If I go up to level 5 in nature, if I go past 4, I get the option to do bless effects, and if I go past 3, I guess. But anyway, 5 gives me the option to get recuperation. All sacred units will heal battle afflictions over time outside of battle. I am tempted to take this one because it's incarnate only, right? But that means we're not going to get these great units and then suddenly get an affliction, die, and that's gone. You know, all the experience gone. So I think I want to take this one. But if I take this one, many points are we going to have left? We have 165 right now. Well, I know I want Dominion. Let's go ahead and bump that up to 6. And I know I want heat. Ideally for us here, not to get any negative effects, we should sit at 2. But if we put it at 3, we're going to be pushing out heat more into adjacent territories, and that's actually better for us anyway, because then we might have 2 in a neighboring region. So I think in the end, this is going to be good. Also will offset any kind of cold. Remember, we are cold-blooded. We don't like when it's cold at all. So let's put the max heat on it. That's going to reduce our income by 5% and supplies by 10. Hopefully it won't matter too much. We have 135 points left, and I think I might sink that into magic. If I do that, then we get 3 points of magic extra for every single unit that is researching. Like, for instance, a shaman. Not very expensive, 90, so we can have multiple of these. They can do research here, 9 points. That's pretty good. We can also go for the poisoner, which is a little bit more expensive, but still, right? So if we can pump out these, if you have many of these researchers who are not that good individually, having +3 out of 9 is a huge bonus, right? Whereas if you have one that has 30, then getting a 3 more doesn't really matter, right? So having a lot of these would make a big difference. So I think I'll go with that. And that is really all the points I can do right now. I don't think I can squeeze in level 2. Okay, I can do level 2 water. Let's do that. As you can see, it's 80 points to get a second path, which we're not going to do. So there it is. Level 2 water and level 5 nature. The only thing we have for our sacred units would be recuperation. But I think we can get some items. If we want to have something like a thug or something, deck out our sacred units, we can still do that and boost them a little bit. And then they will not get disease, but they will still gain experience, right, over time. 6 might be a little bit low, but yeah, I think I do want that research 3. Yeah, let's go with this. Okay, Jahina. Yeah, that's a good name. We'll take that. So Jahina, the Wadjet. All praise Jahina. Here we have all the options at the beginning of the game. I'm going to keep everything at default. Nothing too special here, except story events. I'm going to enable all story events. I want to see what happens here for Citis. We're going to leave the score graphs off. We'll see. I'm not going to know how it's going for the others unless I see them in the game, right? But we're going to enable our Thrones of Ascension here, or we're going to set victory by Thrones of Ascension, but we will also set different numbers here. And I have a recommendation on the map, and in this case, we're going to set it to 8 points required. A level 1 throne provides 1 point each. I'm going to drop it down to 5 of those. There's going to be 5 on the map. That's going to be 2 level 2s, and they provide 2 points each. So now we're up to 7. We're up to 9. 4 plus 5 is 9, and then 1 level 3, and that will then be 12 points. So you need 8 to win. So you can mix and match any way you want there. If we only take the level 3 and the 2 level 2s, we would get 4 plus 3. That would be 7 points. Not enough, right? You gotta take some of the level 1s at least. But I think that's it. Let's go ahead and leave it at that. And let's go ahead and kick off the game. I do want to take a look at the spells we have in Conjuration especially. I want to try out, see what we can get as far as summons. Anyway, Jahina, god of Citis, spring in the year 0 of the Ascension Wars. In the beginning there was chaos. Now the wheel has turned once again. Yep, we're in the spring. Okay, so we start in the west. Remember the map from last time? No, so here's the map. On the west coast, there are 2 provinces here with swamp. We have a couple more over here, but that's really all there is. So we have that swamp survival. So we are going to be moving faster and not taking any battle reduction, any combat reduction in that terrain. Looks like there is a throne here. We knew this one was here already. This one there is quite close though. That's interesting. And it is at a good distance for putting down a fort, right? You want forts, at least one province in between each fort, so they can use all of the areas around them to take in that extra income. Now, there's another Throne of Ascension over here, so it's actually 2 there and 1 here. Wow, that is actually pretty good. There's 1 in the north, that's also a random one. There's 1 over here, we knew about this one. And then there is 1 here, and 1 there, and 1 there. Okay, they're pretty well spread out, but we do have quite a few here. Now, let's see what we start off with as Citis. We have Jahina over here. Jahina, she is level 5 nature, level 2 water, and that gives us 22 research points. Just add them up. These 7 times 2 plus 5. So, we get that. What else do we have? Well, it's blessed, obviously. We have regeneration, amphibious, fear, everything here. Yeah, pretender god, obviously. If you look here, we do get more strength, hit points, and magic resistance when we're inside our own dominion. So that is going to be useful. Our own dominion right now is only here. So we can attack now. In fact, I could try it and just hope for the best with the units. Let's see what we got when we start out. So we have Jahina here, and then Ninigala and Maklu. as well. Ngala is one of our commanders of Sitis. So he can have a leadership of 60. That means we're not going to get any morale bonus. And remember, that's pretty important because our units are not that high in morale. Well, I guess these are 11 because we are inside. Normally it's 9. Inside friendlier domain 1. And it's our home province. Once we leave here and go into this area, that would go away. We'll be sitting at 9 again, right? So 9 is not great. Now, if they go under the command of Wadjet, though, they're going to get one more because I think Wadjet had a +1. Didn't Wadjet had here? Yeah, they have 80. So that gives you +1 morale. So 10. So it's going to be average. We could probably do it. We could probably, depending on what's there, right? If you run into a bunch of heavy calves, so maybe we won't. Maybe we'll take one turn here to research instead. So if I select and press Shift R, research, and Maklu here is our Empoisoner, has 12 research. And the reason it's 12, by the way, instead of 9 is because of Magic 3. You see that we have that here. That's the same for Jahina here. So we are sitting on 3 there in Heat and 3 Magic and 2 of our Dominion scales. Anyway, so we're already getting quite a bit. R for research. What do we get per turn? 34. That's pretty good. We're already at level 1 in Conjuration. I do like that because I want to look and see what we have as far as summons that we can look into. Okay, so if we're researching with them, what do we do with Nangala? We can always do Prophet if you wanted to, but I kind of want to wait to get that special unit, the Lizard King over here. Remember, level 3? Do you want to get that right away for our recruitment? Well, that is an option. Or I could go for the High Priestess Atis and get that going quickly because the Temple Trainer will give us more morale as well. Do we want to do that? If we take the Lizard King, he will come in right away. And then, well, not right away actually. It takes 4 commander points. We only have 2 here. They will take 2 turns, plus become Prophet. And then we can do something. I'd say we go for the High Priestess Atis first. 80 gold. We'll spend that. And then I'll say we go for either the Slave Warrior or the Elite Warrior. 13 gold, 3 resources. 15 gold, 9 resources. So it's more there. We have 79 right now. I think we could get quite a few more of these if we just pump them out. Let's see here. Well, how many did we get on these? That's what we get. Okay, so if I take them off, and instead we'll get these. You can see we get quite a few more. We could really do a number here on the enemy. If we take that with the Wadjet and all our units, we can probably take a couple different areas. The problem obviously going to be protection. We're going to take damage here, and if we do that, morale is going to be important. As they die off, they might just leave. I don't know how that's going to play out. We could also do a little bit of both. We could take a few of these, put them in the front, put the other guys in the back. If we run into heavy cav, we have these in the back instead. Maybe we'll try that. If we take, what size are these? 2. That means we can have 3 in each square. What if we take 6 of them? 2 squares. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 61 left. And then we'll take, how many can we get of these? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 as well. Yeah, we'll put them right behind there. Yeah, maybe we'll do that. Let's say we go for that. So exit out of here. We get that next turn. What does that mean as far as Jahina? It's 18 leadership. So we can have the 3 squads. Right now we would have 4 squads the way it's set up right now. 1, 2 plus the Elite Warriors and the Slave Warriors. But I don't know. We maybe combine these 2 in that case, right? Alright, maybe we'll do that. So we'll maybe take these, put them here together for now. And we'll take a look and see. Yeah, we'll set them up actually next turn. Let's do that. Yeah, I think that's better. Let's look at our mercenaries too. What do we have? Oh, nothing available. Alright, so we can't do anything there. So we're researching, and he's defending. I'm not going to make him a prophet, so we're going to leave him here. We're going to get that High Priest of Satis next turn. But should we take a look at the what we have, the units we have, and an easy to look here overview. If I go into the modified Dom Inspector, I'm right over here, and I've selected Cetis over here, Miasma. Available, all our national units. You can see right here, so magic. These are the ones with magic. So these are all the ones we have, and that includes summons over here. These are the special ones. Let's sort by type. So we have the Empoisoner, cap only, you can go down here. We've looked at these already, but there's a couple here. These are all the summons we can get. So there's a Great Lion, Monster Toad, Sacred Crocodile, and Scorpion Man. Now these are national only, so that means that they're specific to us, actually. It might be better if we go into the game and look at the Conjuration Spells, the ones I'm interested in here. Let me go ahead and do that. Okay, let's go ahead and switch over to the game. 1 second here. I'm going to do a... There we go. I accidentally selected here. There we go. Okay, now let's go ahead and look at our spells. We go to research and we'll look at conjuration. That's where we have the ones we can conjure up. Level 1 is what we have right now. So we have these available. The important thing is to remember for Cetis is that we need to make sure they're cold-blooded, or they'll take disease eventually here. So I think we want anything that is cold-blooded. And for level 1, we have Crocodiles. And it takes 4 nature gems, and you have to be a level 1 nature mage and level 1 water mage. Now if you look at the Crocodile, it doesn't say too much here. We get 5 plus, which means that for every 2 levels we are, we get an extra 1. But we can go back to the Crocodile, actually in the Dom 5 Inspector. Let's go ahead and find the Crocodile. So we can actually just unselect that and type in Crocodile. I think we'll see it. Yeah, there it is. It's a summon. It is not a sacred unit, okay? It is cold-blooded, so that's good. It's summon Crocodiles that we use. Yep, we saw that. Now, they have 12 in protection, which is pretty good. Defense not too high, but 23 hit points, not bad. And we get 5 of them. That might be something you want to do. They have 1 weapon, and that's a bite. Does 2 damage, plus your strength here, so 16. It's okay. It's more like a defensive unit, because look at the speed. Pretty slow. We're going to have it kind of hold the line, and they can come and attack it, and they just sit there, and they don't die. Morale 14 is pretty good. Like we have heavy calves. If I get that, I don't think we have 4 nature right now. We could use Wadjet to summon these, though. He has level 1 in water. He has level 2, actually. And he has also level 2 in nature, which is what he needs. So he'd be fine with that. That's the Crocodile. That's level 1. Now, let's go back here and take a look. So that's a Crocodile. What else do we have? I've made a little cheat sheet over here. So on level 2, we have something called a Horned Serpent over here. Level 1 nature and 4 nature gems. Not too bad. Again, we get an extra 1 if we have, for every 2 levels we are above the required level. Nature gems required is 4, yep. And let's take a look at them in that case. So that was the Horned Serpent. Let's find them here. There it is, Horned Serpent. So the Horned Serpent is level 2. Let's keep the Crocodile up here so we can see. So the Horned Serpent has 29 hit points. It's the same size here. We can have 2 of them in the same square. It has a protection 11, a little bit less than a Crocodile. Attack skill 14, better than this Crocodile. Defense is higher. It is slightly faster as well. Morale a little bit lower, not, very much so. We get 5. Resist poison 15. That might be important, right? If we have something that causes poison, let's say we have the poison slingers, that creates a little cloud of poison. Well, the Crocodile will take damage there, whereas this one would not do it. Although I don't think I have anything that does poison damage right now. But it does poisonous or venomous fangs, which does -2 damage. So 13 minus 2, 11 is the damage it will do. And then if it goes through, if it actually does damage with that 11, then we do extra damage. Strong poison, 15 damage. And that is armor negating, so that would be quite a bit. I do like this one better, I think. Because we only need to be level 1 nature. We don't need to have any water. So anybody would do. Like the shamans would be fine. And for every 2 levels above we are, so if we have a level 3 mage, we would be getting 6 of them instead of getting just a 5. And we can take a look here again. If we go to national, we'll take this off here. National, we can see here, level 3. Not really, this is a summon over here, but the Marshmaster, remember that? Well, he's level 2, but he could be level 3 with a little bit of luck, right? So, that's something to think about. Now let's go back into the game again. What else do we have here? So that would be... oh, wait a second. There. That would be a level 2. Level 3, we have Pride of Lions. Unfortunately, those don't have... They're not cold-blooded, so that's not going to help. So we're going to have to go to... That was Horned Serpent. We have to go to level 3, the Bog Beast over here. You have to be level 2 nature, level 2 water, and you have to have 7 nature gems. This Bog Beast will give you 5, and for every 2 levels above the minimum of 2, you are 2 nature, 2 water, you get another one. 7 is quite a bit though, but they are pretty good, I think. Let's go back into the Mod Inspector here and take a look at them. So Bog Beast, let's see. There's the Bog Beast. Now the Bog Beast, well, we can keep them in order here. What we think the strengths are. It's level 3 Conjuration, right? Yeah, level 3. So it's going to cost us a little bit more. And you have to be higher level. You have to have water level 2. Might be tricky to get, but they have 32 hit points, even more than the Horned Serpent. They're size 4, only fit 1 in each square. We can have 2 more points, but it wouldn't be another Bog Beast. Protection is pretty low. Defense is pretty low. Morale is pretty low, but they have 2 attacks. Venomous Bite, so close combat, which is good, but it's not great. Weak Poison doesn't do that much, but Poison Spit. This one here has a range of their strength, which is 15, and then will do 10 poison damage, and 5 attacks it can do. So that's pretty good. We can keep them behind the line. It'd be tempting to do that, right? They also have Resist Poison 25, and a Poison Cloud, I guess, around them of 5. So we wouldn't want these together with the Crocodile. But I'm not sure we can get these anyway because, yeah, we need to be level 2 in water, in the water path. And I don't really have that, right? Not right away, anyway. If we go back to the game, and we can go take a look at that. Well, actually, we can just... Here, we can take a look at it here. What did we say? We take this, move these away. We have level 1. The Marshmaster is level 1. It could be level 2. Could be level 3 with luck. Otherwise, we have to basically buy that, you know, with gems. Buy that level up. Because when you are in combat, you can have extra gems that can temporarily increase your level, but not a ritual. This will be a ritual to get these, right? So that's not going to do us much good, but I do like them quite a bit. Alright. So let's go back to and take a look then. What do we have after level 3? That was Bog Beast. Oh, there's one more. Well, I don't know. This one over... how do you say it here? Where is it at? Empather? This one over here. Level 2 air, level 1 nature. I don't know if we can get this one even. Takes 3 air gems. Would have to be something special to get this one. Air gems require 3, yeah. If you look at this one here... So the Empather, where is it at? And you spell it like this. There it is. Now this one over here, if we compare it to the Bog Beast, let's just look at it. Put the Horned Serpent down here too. Let's look at that now. So it is is it a drake? No, it's not. It's not a drake. Okay. Undisciplined animal flying. It is flying though, right? So it's going to be flying. Can fly to the back of the enemy, for instance. Has 45 hit points, even more than the Bog Beast. Magic resistance 14 is high. Protection is okay. Defense is so-so. Spray poison. It does 15 poison damage. Armor negating. So that is an area effect, and it can do it 5 times. That's interesting. The range is 17 too, so you can fly to the back and actually use it right away if you wanted to. But it has the venomous fangs here. Death poison, see that? If it hits with the fangs, and that will be 15 damage. If it gets through the armor, then it will do 35 armor negating damage. It would kill anything there. But it's air, right? How can we get that? I don't think I can get that. Probably have to skip that. So, but it does have that same ability, the cold-blooded ability, so we don't lose it to disease, right? Let's go back in here and take a look at the next level. What do I have on my list then? Yeah, Swamp Drake level 4. is what I was thinking about here. And we also have a Sacred Crocodile. But let's look at a Swamp Drake, first of all. Where's that at? Fire Drake. I thought I had the Swamp Drake here. Wyverns. Sea Serpent, Cave Drake. I don't see it now. Is it not level 4? Conjuration. It's in my notes here says level 2 nature, level 1 water. I don't see it. Oh, there it is. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so here it is. This one over there would be something we can do if we have level 2 nature, level 1 water. Again, a Marshmaster would do it, so maybe we can do that. It's possible. So if we go to a Swamp Drake, what do we get for that? 44 hit points, even better. 14 protection. Defense is not great. How about the speed on these, by the way? I forgot to check that. 8, that's pretty slow. 7, this one is flying, doesn't count. 8, yeah. But this one here has Drake Gas. So damage is special. Range 5. Okay, 1 attack, 6 ammunition. Area of effect 4, beam weapon, and a 50% chance of being used in melee. And then a venomous bite with a weak poison. Would probably be pretty good too. It's a Drake, cannot fly, but it can swim. Conjuration 4, we're getting up there now in the levels, but let's just go through them. I want to look at that Sacred Crocodile. If we go back in and take a look at that. There's the Sacred Crocodile. It's in blue because it's special to us. Only we can actually have it or summon it. 2 nature and 2 water is what we need to have to summon that, and 3 nature gems. Not very much, right? So that would be a big crocodile there. We can look at that as well. So Sacred Crocodile here. If we compare that to the regular crocodile, I think that would be a good thing to do, right? First of all, it is sacred. So it's going to have that recuperation, which means it's not going to get disease. And that is very interesting, right? Cold-blooded. What did I say? It's sacred, it's not going to get disease. It's going to recuperate. It's not going to get any afflictions, is what I meant to say. You get disease from being a non-cold-blooded, but in no afflictions, so it's not going to die off that quick. 73 hit points is pretty good compared to 23 for the regular crocodile. And then we have protection 14, defense 6 is pretty low. It's pretty slow. It does bite though, and the bite does 2 damage plus 21 in strength. That's 23. It's going to hit, right? It's going to do damage. We only get 1 when we recruit it though. This one is like, if you have a really good blast maxed out, it would be very good to get this one. As it is now, is it worth doing? Well, it's only 3 nature gems, right? So if you do have a mage with, what was it, level 2 water and level 2 nature, yeah, 3 gems, you get 1. This here will give you 5, but it's going to cost you 4 gems, right? So here would be, to get 5 of these, be 15 gems. But 73 hit points. They're going to live a lot longer, I think. So overall, it's much better, right? We'll see. We'll see what we'll do about this one. Okay, so that's that. Let's go down to our next unit. So that would be, what's the level? Yeah, Conjuration 5. We have another one of our special ones. Monster Toad. Takes 2 nature gems. I mean, level 2. And then 8 gems itself. And all the ones I'm listing here are cold-blooded, right? We need to have them not to get afflictions. Let's go ahead and take a look at that one. So that was the Monster Toad. So the Monster Toad, well, let me see here. There it is. This one is also sacred, so it's not going to get any afflictions. You can look here. 57 hit points is not bad. Undisciplined though, so we can't put it in formation. It does trample though, which is good. Pushing back the enemy, I think based on strength, right? It has a resist poison 25. This one here, Sacred Crocodile, does not have resist poison. Okay, poison cloud 5 and poison skin 20. I think that means if you do any kind of damage to them, you take damage yourself. Okay, protection is low. Defense is low, so it's going to have to be... That's going to be a little bit tricky, right? A lot of hit points, but how do you do that? Claw. Number of attacks, 1. Slashing damage. Doesn't do that much damage. But I think if you have it in the front, resist poison, and then a poison cloud, you're just going to fill the air with poison here, right? Spews forth noxious vapors. Tramples lesser beings. Yeah, it's going to push everybody back. Yeah, maybe. Maybe we'll do that one too. What else do we have? And now we're getting down to the later part of it here. Okay, so level 6 now. Let's go look at level 6. That would be the Lamias. We have the Lamias and the Lumia Queen. The Lamias are level 3. Takes level 3 nature. Takes 5 nature gems. Here, you can get more if you have higher level. And the Lumia Queen is a level 5 nature and level 2 death. Takes 25 nature gem. It's going to be pretty good, right? So Lamia, let's look at both of them here. And where's the Lamia here? It doesn't show there. Let me see if I can get them. Sometimes you have to refresh. There it is. Okay. So the Lamia and the Lumia Queen, we have everything open here now. Let's go back and move things around a little bit. There. Now the Lamia itself, level 6 as well, takes 5 gems and level 3. Not too bad, right? 5 protection, 9 defense. Not anything special there, but they have life drain. So they can drain the life, and I believe that will do, if I'm remembering, it will increase their lives at the expense of the enemy. And also regeneration 50. So if you don't kill it directly, you just do damage, it's going to gain back 7 points, this one, every turn. You can also resist poison to 15. And it's a shape changer into a black serpent, which then can do with venomous fangs. It will lose its life drain, but still pretty good, right? I think that would be very interesting to have one of those. The Lumia Queen itself is one of the few summons we can get that have magic paths here, that also have cold-blooded. And that would be level 2 death, level 1 nature, and then it gets 2 more. And there's blood in there as well, but we could have a little bit of luck there, you know, to get maybe water. So this one might be tempting to get. Also has regeneration 50%, resist poison 15, same. Supply bonus 2, so you can supply up to 10 units. And what else do we have? Protection, nothing. Defense, okay, decent. But it has an Oath Rod. What does this one do? Damage 5. Attack is increased by 3, so attack goes up to 14. Defense is increased by 5. Goes, is that already included? May already be included. Length 3, so it's very long. If you hit with that, if you do damage, then you get feeble-minded. So, or the opponent gets feeble-minded. So that would be interesting to have the opponent do that. Now they could... We may have to put a couple of items on her, though, to get her up a little bit in defense, right? So she's not out there. But if she does about to die, then she would turn into a Serpent Queen. And these venomous fangs here are death poison. So pretty good, actually. Not too bad. But you want to keep her for the spells, too, maybe, right? But it costs 25 nature gems, so it's quite a few. Do I have anything else on my list? Well, I have one more thing on the list. Let's go back and take a look at that. And that is a level 7, the Quaddle here. It only requires level 1 nature, level 1 astral, about 40 gems. And then we'll get 1. It's a commander. Let's go take a look at that one too. So let's look at that here. Quaddle. There it is. Now, as you can see right away, it has magic paths here. 3 astral, 3 nature, 2 in holy, and 17 research there. It's pretty good, right? And it can fly. Magic being, flying cold-blooded, swamp survival, forest survival, and swimming. So that's helpful, right? 20 hit points, protection 5, defense 9, leadership 80. We can have units with it. Magic leadership 85. You can have a lot of magic units here. Magic resistance is high as well. Morale is high. But this one, maybe with this combination, we should do other spells. But they can fly. We could make it a probably pretty powerful thug or something to that effect. I would have to guess, right? Inspirational 1 means we get morale +1. And resist poison 20. And it can supply up to 30 units. Okay, so now that we know that, what are we going to do? Well, we're going to go down. I think I'm going to go down the Conjuration path right away. We'll go up to level 2. I'm going to have to go down to construction as well, I think, and get a couple of items. But let's go to level 2. What did we say we can get at level 2? If I look at my list again here, we had the Crocodile on level 1. I know that. And then a Horned Serpent on level 2. the Horned Serpent. We'll go for that. We're getting 22 per turn right now. Did I mess this up? I did. Research. So 34. If we can get 50, we can get that Conjuration up to... oh no, it's going to take 100. It's going to take 100. Okay, so it's going to be a while before we get that. We're at level 1 in construction. If we're at level 2, we can get lesser magic items. Maybe we want to go for that before we do anything else. Let me think about that. Are we going to have enough gems to be able to get level 2 Horned Serpents? Maybe not. What did we say? Horned Serpents, you need 4 nature gems. The Crocodiles, you need 4 as well, but they're much better, the Horned Serpents. Maybe we'll go for the construction. We might need that before we need anything else. So let's go for the minor magic items and then Conjuration level 2. And then we'll decide what to do after that. And, well, that's going to have to do it for this time, guys. I'll come back next time. And now that we've looked through everything, we can go ahead and really start playing the game. Come back then, and we'll play more. Bye.